I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. Following the failed Nephilim invasion of the mid-21st century, a victorious mankind expanded throughout the galaxy. By the late 25th century, mankind had split into two distinct species, the Homo sapiens and the genetically superior Homo technis, known also as the constructs. With each passing generation, Homo sapien numbers dwindled, until the year 2820, when only a handful of small human colonies remained.
7 years ago. When the Construct League were taking over, I went to their old museum where they were having an auction. Really, no one was buying anything. That's when I saw the blue whale. Now, she was a sight.
I'm surprised they would auction their most sacred relic.
Nobody cared about that old starship at the back of the museum. Besides, everybody wants to make a buck. I got me some anti-grav lifters, sailed her right through the roof.
So how old is she?
I don't know, I guess her hull can hold up to 10,000 years, but inside she's as sweet as a virgin on her honeymoon.
387 gave me the tour. Smelt pretty bad.
Now, we're doing a complete refit. Engines first, then the interior. Thinking about a leopard skin motif. Never seen that on a starship, have you?
Not with Arcturian military torpedoes.
That's right.
Also taken from the Pleiadian military surplus of 2822 along with 3 kilos
She will be the fastest starship in the sector. No more Vega runs. Now, we're the big time.
Captain,
Don't do that.
transmission from Construct 3.
I am fishing.
Why are you fishing?
That's the single most ridiculous question I've been asked all day.
You were supposed to be on Construct 3 this morning.
What's the big rush? It's just stasis pods.
You need the arbiters inside those stasis pods.
Yeah,
to
well, you'll get
negotiate
them
an
when you
important
get them, okay? So, 3 days. But you pay more money, we burn more fuel, you get them faster. Hey, Raj, you ever let the Reverend get unholy with you?
You're referring to sex.
You should try it sometime. Be good for you. Make you loosen up, you know?
When do we get the pods?
2 days! Fucking constructs.
Hey, Durassi, I'm finished the refit.
Well, it's about fucking time, fuckity fuck. Let's get out of here. I'm not catching any fish here. I haven't caught a damn thing all day. You done?
Won't purge her injectors.
Blue?
She doesn't have Marcus's touch. You should see the relay.
She's the only refit mechanic in 60 light years. Look, she gets a little pissy because she's only happy when she flies.
Yeah, get me back up there.
You heard about the attacks?
I don't care.
3 human worlds were
Always
torched.
a war somewhere. Job's done. Do your final checks and go.
I heard it was the Nephilim.
Nepha who?
Another human hybrid. They added some old alien DNA to their system. Very dangerous. Classified themselves Homo superior.
Not interested in politics or half-breeds.
Maybe you should be.
To the bridge, Captain.
That sounded like an order.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, what'd you call me?
Captain,
Right, yeah, see, I'm the captain. I give the orders and you follow them.
you need...
Look, I know I made you look good in front of your clone buddies, but on this ship you
It's
listen...
She-Tac.
She-Tac?
It's her, and she says that she needs...
Well, that's fine. Why don't you patch it through to my cabin, okay? And you make sure you check all the core relays before you leave.
Durassi,
She-Tac, you missed me?
this is not the time.
I heard about the fleet crisis. Sorry to hear about Freddy.
Tailing me.
Wait, where are you?
Pleiades 5.
A sperm bank? You dumped me because you don't want to make babies and you're hanging out in a fucking sperm bank?
Inhuman. They have vaporized everyone.
Whoa, what are you
An
flying?
Elite 6 ton. I had no chance to
First
get
you
out.
gotta be a calm duck.
Durassi, I need you.
She-Tac. She-Tac? Asswipe! Pleiades system.
But we have to go to Construct...
She needs us. Blue, you ready to go?
Engines coming up. Subline engines engaged. Sealing central core.
Hello?
No access permitted during liftoff.
Hello?
No access permitted during
Can you hear
liftoff.
me?
No access permitted during liftoff.
Damn it.
387's a hero.
Years in 20 minutes, your best time yet, Blue.
What is going on?
You still here?
I was checking the core relays when your engine started up.
Well, why didn't you tell anybody?
Because it's the central core. I could have been fried in there.
I doubt that.
Scan for Shetek's homing beacon.
Where's my ship?
I guess it's still docked at the rear. Blue?
Yep, it's still there.
We have her. Dead ahead.
This would never happen in a fleet ship.
Gag it, open comm lines.
You took your time.
Never late than better.
I'm towing a life pod to the NMR. Need your help.
Where's the barge fleet?
They're all gone.
Gone where?
All of them.
Something big coming round.
They're back.
Shetek, drop everything you're hauling and get out of there.
No chance.
Incoming vessel.
General, engage anti-grav dampeners. It'll be rough.
Roger that.
Look out!
I'm going down.
We're coming. Blue, load the torpedoes.
Which ones?
The illegal one.
What?
Oh no.
Torpedoes armed.
Say hello to Jesus for me.
Them's highly illegal.
I don't see any police around here.
Losing lateral thrusters.
Hot damn, we toasted them. Shetek.
I'm here.
There's more warbirds.
We're screwed. That's the last we had. Start praying.
I'm praying.
Status.
Lower atmosphere with one warbird in pursuit.
We're going down there.
No way.
Yes, way.
Not landing on that fireball.
What about your Rapier 7?
It's a two-seater.
Then we land.
Not in my lifetime.
Override.
Degrassi, you promised you'd never do.
Sorry, babe. We're going down there.
Degrassi, put me back online.
Got that? What is this? Now, don't shoot unless it's running.
Got it.
At you.
Right. Don't want to add murder to the list.
Shut up. There's no sign of those Nephilim things.
God, it smells awful.
Yeah, it smells like your cabin.
This was the ocean.
Do you think so, Professor?
If I was captain, I'd want to get as far away from here as I could.
Well, you're not captain, so don't go trying to think.
I don't like it.
You know what? I'm sorry, Captain. I'll shut up and do as I'm told and settle for second mate, because I don't know what it takes to be anything else.
Found it.
I'm good. I hope you said your prayers. Come on, grow a set, will ya? I saw what you did there.
What?
You pointed the gun at me.
I pointed here.
Yeah, you pointed it at me. Clones.
Let's just stay as human. Them's ugly.
Yeah, so are you. Whoa! We're human!
He's not.
Sorgon 387. Liberated Cro-Magnon clone.
Thought you were all exterminated.
Well, we found a little hiding place near Vega.
It's not hidden if you keep telling everyone about it.
Get your hands off my coat. So, where's Shetek? Your shuttle pilot, the one who's hauling you out of here?
Forward guns overheated. Wait 30 seconds.
Engage jump drive.
Wait 30 seconds.
Override engage drive.
You upset?
Get back inside.
You hadn't seen her in over 7 years.
Yeah.
Look, Captain, look.
What the fuck do you know?
Siun Tukan. Siun. Cha? Siun Malatuik. Siun Chi Ama. Samaktium. Uga Samashium. Si Ama. Tamak Sium. Uga Shamasium. Si Amat.
What happened to you?
I'm a...
You moron. Get the schoolgirl out of here.
My name is Alicia.
What?
Alicia. Class A breeder, Alicia.
Get Allosaurus here back to the ship.
Is he... You know I have to stay safe.
He was castrated at birth. He's as sexless as a kitten.
Mr. Twinkle. Oh, he nearly left you behind, Mr. Twinkle.
You know, Sorgon, he's a half-wit, but she seems more capable.
Glad you're here, General Freitag.
Durasi Borde. I'd salute, but, you know.
The Durasi Borde from the Pleiadian offensive.
Look, that was a lifetime ago for me. So...
Heard you lived a life of petty crime after your court-martial.
Look, I didn't come...
That offensive was nothing more than a massacre.
Well, we all make mistakes, old man.
Smart. You live in Vega, huh?
7 years.
No humans there.
Hear anything from the other colonies?
There are no other colonies.
Well, yes,
They're all gone. All of them. They used biobot infiltrators. Put them in place years ago. And they gave the signal. We couldn't even get a fleet up. Everything is gone. It's a matter of days.
Look, there's got to be someone somewhere. I'm here.
We searched for months. Pleiades is it. Not even a distress beacon.
Oh, well, the constructs. In fact, I'm taking a group of them in stasis back to their homeworld. Should be safe.
Our Homo Technis friends formed an alliance with the Nephilim. You go there, you'll be executed.
I got a contract. Sorry, I'm under league protection.
Listen up, ostrich boy. The original Nephilim go back millions of years. Like the constructs, and want us all dead.
Oh. So you're not so tough, General.
You and me are probably the last two men in the galaxy.
And there ain't much left of you. That, Alicia? She your daughter?
She's the last we have. I'm disgusted. A man of your breeding. Get your claws on her. But you and her may be...
You're hallucinating.
You have no choice but to give her a child.
Yeah, look, here. First we fight, and then...
There's nothing left. The military went first. You regroup and hide. I'll let you into a military secret. Planet Mars. All the illegal weapons from the Liberation War era.
Listen, I got 2 rules in my life. I don't bang stupid girls with oversexed ovaries, and I don't go into forbidden radiation zones.
You know it's good for you.
Yeah, I do.
So listen. Human race is run. There's nothing left. It's gone. Wiped out. You are all there is.
Kuma siun duka. Malachuik sima. Palotan morkar. Seuk cha. Seun tuchak maluk. Salok tiom. Ugasawashio. Siama.
Everyone's dead?
That's what the general said.
But there's colonies and stations all over the galaxy.
Well, they found a way to infiltrate everywhere. The question is, where are we still alive?
While you were hiding in the most remote planet in known space.
Well, there's no hiding anymore. Fucking constructs! Move it, Blue!
We're going pretty fast.
Why are they not firing on us?
We're carrying their people in stasis pods.
Cutting us off.
Down in the hold. Hey, ready?
Yes, Captain.
Dump the cargo. Full reversion to the NMR.
No way.
Do it!
Not through there. We blow the regulators.
Manual control.
Jurassic, that's twice now. You're starting to piss me off.
Regulators 3 and 5 are blown.
Blue, stabilize.
With what? Uh-oh.
Hyperspace coordinates.
Where?
Can I?
Anywhere. No. Mars.
Not there.
Go.
We're locked.
And engage. That was tight.
That was tight? That was tight? Jesus Christ, rescue.
They blew the NMR.
No shit, Captain Obvious. Go fix the regulators.
I am not a part of your crew.
You are now. Blue, how you doing?
After all that, I'm not going to get as far.
Mutiny?
The injectors are clogged, the regulators are blown, and we're venting from the starboard engine.
It's good you have your mechanic on board.
Marcus was the mechanic. I need new You're nothing but
Can it? Blue, but we're lucky to have her. Apologize.
I need new injectors.
We make a stop at Finian's station, I can get you what you need. Is that okay?
It's on the way. Next time we crew up with men.
That's every human frequency. But there is this. I hate that song.
What does that mean?
It says the Homo sapiens scourge has been eliminated. The Nephilim Empire prevails. All Homo Technus, Homo Superior, Homo Constructs, and Bioclones must report to their local garrison and be registered under the new regime.
So it's just us and them?
Yes.
And Darasi?
Yes.
4 days from Pleiades, not a whisper on any frequencies. Chances of me having a beefy burger are slim. I've lost my taste for Georgia Deer. We're seeing construct ships in the distance. We're a day away from Mars. Let's just hope they have a beefy burger. Or at least a nice fishing hole.
Why does a ship have to be so cold?
All ships are cold. You ever been in space before?
Never left Pleiades 5. It's always warm on the beach there.
Sit. How well do you know She-Tech?
She was in charge of our program.
Did she ever talk about me? I'm sure she did.
No, never. But she did speak about Freddie a lot. Why, you and she were...
Yeah. Whole 18 months.
Oh. Well, you don't really seem her type.
Yeah, I guess not. So what made you want to become a breeder? You like sex a lot?
Never tried it. Well, the Corps was giving away incentives to get the human population restarted.
Oh, I've been away a while.
Oh, well, some disease was doing something to women's ovaries, and, well, mine still worked, so I was encouraged to enroll in the program.
You're a mess.
You can fix it?
If they have the parts at the station, put Durassi on.
He's got other work to do.
It's been a long time for me. I hope I'm up for the challenge.
I need to know your history.
Well, my father was in the military. He used to force me to do all kinds of
Your
things.
medical history?
Well, he broke 3 bones in my body by the time that I was 12, and ow!
76. I'm not supposed to touch anyone under 90.
Oh, well, I'm 39.
Very nasty.
Are you my mommy?
What happened?
My mommy's gone.
How long have you been here?
Would you be my mommy?
I would love to be your mommy.
It's just a robot! It's just a fucking robot!
Homo sapien, almost die. Homo skip,
I'm ovulating.
Oh, me too.
Open the docking bay doors, Blue.
Sorry, Contessa. I can't do that.
Open the fucking doors, Blue, or I blast you a new asshole!
Doors open.
It's my first time. I'm a virgin.
It's my first time with a virgin.
Oh.
Sorry. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Oh. Sorry, dozed off there for a bit. Oh. You know, this is strange for me. I ended it with She-Tag. Or she ended it with me, because she didn't want to start a family. I don't remember. The point is that you want this. And I don't know if I'm ready to start a family. I mean, I want to, but not so fast. I want to get to know who you are.
DeRossi.
Oh, hey.
She slipped out about 10 minutes ago.
I know. Did you find anything at the station?
What's wrong with me? You find me attractive, don't you?
You've been married to Marcus ever since I met you two.
Marcus was older than me, and
We both miss him.
I like the feeling of being in love.
Okay.
You? Marcus told me about the days before She-Tag.
That was 20 years ago. Marcus ever take you fishing?
Rintar tournament, 2833. Heaviest Chilean trout.
I had 2824. 25.7 kilos.
28 kilos.
Your arms are too small. You're skin and bones.
DeRossi. You like me?
You're one of the guys. I have a girlfriend. Besides, I'm all spent.
Jesus, DeRossi, she's a mess. Tell her the truth.
No. I never tell her. That's my rule. Oh, shit. No. Not good. Not good. Open fire.
With what?
I brought you a gift.
Are you insane?
Send me out there and I can blast a hole in their hull.
Incoming transmission.
There's a reason they don't use these anymore.
Because they work?
I said incoming transmission.
I've been around these babies before, and they're prone to, explode without being primed.
What do I respond with?
Ask him what the recipe is for trillion trout. I don't give a shit.
On screen.
Captain, you're ordered to stand down and be
We already dumped your stasis pods. Go away.
The whole galaxy is after you. We just want to put an end to it.
How about I give you your deposit back? Will that make you feel better, huh, Missy?
You have no weapons aboard your ship.
Yeah, but we're faster than you are.
Krondisar.
Why don't you sit on this and spin, you squealing pig?
Do what she says, Captain.
He's one of you?
They left me no choice.
You and them. 5 years of service, and this is how you repay me?
Shut up! Pig master.
Monkey brains. What? Okay, you're together, so what do you want from me?
Our stolen ship. We believe the core system contains the DNA codex of an ancient full-blooded Nephilim overlord.
They need this to be immortal, and they share it with
You're
us.
a freaking puppet. Do it!
Like my new toy?
Screen off! You know what? You're gonna have to learn how to respect your captain. Thank you. Idiot! You, a chance at a good life. Action, adventure. Get out!
All my brothers and sisters shouldn't have to die.
That's exactly why I don't shoot you right where you stand! You monkey slave! I took you from nothing, and I made you first mate!
Second mate.
The second mate!
You treated me like your pet. Pig master.
You want to be captain? You want to be? Here's your chance. Captain Caveman.
Sorry, Captain.
Are we still headed to Mars?
It's not like we have a choice.
Headed to someplace called Mars.
What's on Mars?
Old human colony. Weapons. Maybe an army.
It's unlikely.
The whole system is flooded with Hawking radiation.
So we stay for a few weeks, do some fishing, collect some weapons, and then we leave and wage war.
Planet Earth was destroyed centuries ago. Nothing can live in that system.
Slow them down full of fleet arrives.
Did you threaten 387 with a tactical nuclear weapon? Oh, hey! Where you been?
I was tired.
Oh.
Don't like this, Captain. We're venting plasma from the starboard engine.
Why don't you try igniting the plasma?
They're falling back. We're at the NMR in 15.
You must be impressed with me.
Is it true what they said about my core processor?
Nah, it's called Starship Envy. You're still the fastest bitch in the galaxy.
Darcy,
What?
can I speak with you in private?
Later.
No, now.
Oh. Wait! Come.
We destroy the ship, we lose everything.
Our fleet will be here soon with them satellites.
Her starboard engine is weak. Small strikes will eventually crack the casing. She'll be slow and easy to catch.
We destroy her, we destroy your planet.
Look, if you got a rash or something, it's not me, because I'm clean. Have some Jojo beer. Probably the last in existence.
Ooh, it doesn't taste like beer.
Yeah, I made it myself.
Wow.
Yeah, last night was pretty special.
Well, I was actually expecting a little more fireworks.
Well, you got some now.
I just don't feel it with you.
Well, you felt something.
Look, this whole kissing stuff, like you're my boyfriend, it's not what I signed up for.
Maybe we should try again.
No. Actually, I have a full sample of your sperm stowed away.
Yeah, you
We
do.
really don't need to be having sex anymore. I have samples of ovaries and I have Sheetax eggs. I can mix and match, make many different things. We need that for a healthy gene pool.
Can you clone Sheetac?
Not without a full cloning facility, though. And there's none of those around. Buddy, she's moved on.
Drink up.
Contessa keeps looking at you.
Don't start with that.
She's beautiful. You and she really weird.
Nope.
Is she your sister or something?
She's married to my mechanic. Was. He's dead now.
Oh. Do you have a ghost watching over you?
I'll tell you something, but you can't tell anybody. You swear?
I swear.
She's a robot.
What?
Yeah, she was a pleasure model, and he reprogrammed her. She thinks she's human. He programmed her to fall in love and be in a committed relationship. Hey, what are they doing out there?
Long-distance concussion bombs.
Is Blue always listening?
We'll be out of range soon.
Was she watching when we were...
The lights were off, but I heard it all. Everything. Oh, Darcy. Slow down. Too fast.
You know,
Jurassic.
it's uncanny, really. You remind me of someone. She's not a normal AI.
Weird.
You used a famous person's profile, didn't you? Where'd you find her?
An old construct museum.
You stole her, didn't you?
I liked her personality, but I had to erase her history. You know, girl with baggage, you know.
You did what?
Nothing.
What happened to my old personality?
Well, it was, you know, you were too dominant.
How much did you erase?
Look, you were just a hull and a bioprocessor computer. Some of your parts were only to last 100,000 years. You're lucky I got you running again.
Whose personality did you use?
This is good.
Stop.
Jurassic?
I use she tags.
Oh, I knew it.
Her?
I had some downloaded memories from happier times.
Give me a break.
I thought if I fused you two together, you know.
You butchered my personality with her.
You evolved so much differently.
Wait a second. If she's that old, then is she a Nephilim warship? An original?
Probably.
Nice. Maybe I should go join my family.
What are they doing out there?
They're targeting my starboard engine.
Oh, shit. Come on, Dorasi. Get sober. Blue, keep up the speed.
We're on one engine and they're closing.
Well, what can we throw at them?
We can throw an engine at them.
No way.
The starboard engine is gone. We eject it with a small detonator, then blow it when they're near.
Brilliant, we'll do that. They'll be attracted to it like an alcoholic to a strip bar. Go do that.
Almost upon them. What are they doing?
It worked. No. Now I know the captain and his snake tricks.
Hey, activate the magnetics.
Ow!
They're on.
It's coming to us!
Shoot it down!
Shields up.
Status.
Ram scoop destroyed. Engine management offline. We ain't going nowhere.
No matter, we'll keep the war fleet close.
Very impressive, Cap.
Sending out contractors.
What?
They will keep tabs on where they land.
It'll be a landing of sorts. Can't say I'll be walking at the end of it.
It's a personal shuttle, isn't it?
It'll be a safer landing.
You want me to blast the Nephilim warship before we land?
And you stay hidden. It's mighty precious cargo you're carrying.
Captain.
Let's go. Time's wasting.
We'll have a much slower landing approach. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
No fishing holes anywhere. Lou, find a soft place to land.
Scanning.
You're a pissy missy.
How important was I to them?
The constructs? They had you locked in a museum. Your consciousness and you were alone for a few thousand years. You had no one to talk to. You're all alone. Couldn't move.
That's what I was.
That wasn't you, Blue. And you're not She-Tech. You're unique. Special. You know that, don't you?
I know that. Do you?
Blue?
Hold tight.
They down?
Seem to be. That's not good.
There are a lot of these. Are we landing soon? I can't stay in here.
Why did you become a breeder?
I couldn't get a job with the Corps, and I wanted to get away from home.
How many babies did you sign up for?
I could go as high as 10, and I'm contracted for 5. The pay was nearly the same for 5 as it was for 10. Maybe one day I'll enjoy it, but right now...
Well, you are on your way to becoming pregnant.
Never even been with a man.
And?
He's just not... I don't know what to expect, you know? I have samples of some of our greatest men, and DeRossi, he's...
Common?
Well, not anymore. You like him, don't you?
Damn. No. My husband. He recently passed on, and I've been taken over.
Oh, can we sit down somewhere?
Listen to my story.
Your story? That's funny. What do you want from life?
I want to settle down with a man who loves me and have a family and... What?
Fuck! You shouldn't think that.
I can think and feel whatever I want.
You have to...
Alicia, what are you talking about?
You're a fucking robot.
What?
You're a pleasure model. And your old husband reprogrammed you to think you're human.
No, I'm human, I'm certain.
Everyone on the ship knows you're a robot, except you. You just think you're a human.
No.
You can't make babies.
I can. I have my periods. I bleed. I get pains. I have cramps.
You're a biobot, designed to imitate humans in every way. That's the point.
No.
DeRossi told me. That's why he didn't want anything.
But
How far from the military dump?
20 miles to the east.
How's the air?
Terraformed a few hundred years back, but you'll find the air very thin.
Hey, this was a nice little gift.
Be careful with that.
Yes, Mom.
DeRossi,
What?
come back soon.
On Pleiades, we have beaches everywhere. Not really any land. Shallow waters. Open spaces.
the water scares me.
You like me, don't you, Mr. Twinkle?
That's the last there is.
Mr. Twinkle carries sperm of 5 of our greatest minds. You want to be in love?
Maybe I'm programmed that way. My emotions are nothing.
Why did he make me feel... Why did he make me want things? I want to have it. What is that?
Bring back plenty of weapons.
I'll do what I can. I love this thing. Woohoo!
They're here.
Can they see us?
Of course.
They're not stopping.
Why'd they do this? Fucking Nephilim!
Are we gonna be shot from behind?
They got bigger fish to fry.
Hello, child.
I ain't your child.
$387.
Was.
Still a slave. What generation?
G7.
3 hearts. Bioplasmic skin, double density cranium. Lung filtered enhancements.
You know this?
Genetics programmer.
After incubation, I was sold off across the colonies. 3 masters by the time I was 12. Bioseller came to Rintar and the captain bought me. When the G7 recall started, captain freed me. Second mate. At half pay.
Who's the first mate? We've known of your illegal colony for some time. If you hadn't housed the stolen ship, Vega would have been torched. I've done things I regret.
The captain deserved a lot of this.
I've read the forbidden saga of humanity.
Reverend, that's punishable by death.
Humans and constructs were once the same species on Earth. There was a human doctor, Dr. Thaddeus Hatcher. He had a dream to see Homo sapiens evolve.
I'm engineered not to care about such things.
The Nephilim waited for human numbers to become more manageable before they started their genocide. I have my doubts that they will honor their promises to share in their immortality.
You think they'll turn on you?
I want to kill the Nephilim on board and find another way.
Dead ahead. Easier than I thought.
Yes.
we do?
Restart the engines.
How?
Route the star drive through the maneuvering thrusters. It'll be slow, but we gotta try.
Hey, Blue, I got a surprise for you.
Drosy.
Hands off, lady.
I'm a fucking robot.
What?
I'm sorry, it just... You knew all along and you said nothing to me?
Okay, you're just a robot.
Let go of him.
At least I have a body. And if I kill you with the strength of a robot, it wouldn't be murder. Because I don't have a fucking soul.
You seemed happy, and I needed you to fix the ship, so...
Fuck you. I even fantasized about you.
Really?
About having a child with you and everything.
What happened was that...
Why'd you not tell me? Why?
Marcus begged me not to tell you. Fuck! I wanted to be with you. Everybody wanted to be with you. Marcus gave you ovaries. If I slept with you, you could have got pregnant, and then you wouldn't...
And then what? You would have made the robot happy? Oh, heaven forbid we make the robot happy. You got the little breeder here pregnant.
Well, that was before there were so many, men around, and it had been a long time for me, so...
There is a Nephilim warship about to land.
That's fine, we got plenty of weapons here, so...
You're gonna need a lot more than that.
Fix the whale for me, so... Please.
Is that an order?
Yes.
And if we don't get airborne, we'll all die, right?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Oh, well, what do I care? Because I'm just a machine without feelings.
Trust me, you have feelings.
They're here.
Make every shot count.
All right. Thanks.
Okay. I know you've never seen a Nephilim warrior before.
What is that?
This is very fucking dangerous. Are you flirting?
If you refitted me with the new engine casings, we wouldn't have this problem.
Did you know I was a robot?
Everybody knows.
You could have told me.
If I was you, I'd prefer not to know.
This is your heart and soul. I could end it all for you right now. One false slip.
You could do that. And then you live with the guilt.
Do you think your feelings are real?
Of course they are. We're no different from humans. They have their DNA and its biological programming. Your advantage over mine is that you have a body. You can do things with your feelings.
Don't just shoot randomly!
I hit 3 already!
You can't possibly miss!
Shoot the mini nuke!
Most impressive.
Oh, I'm gonna kill every last one of these motherfuckers! Die and die!
Enough. Come on.
I'm gonna do this! These fuckers have got to pay!
It's a pity you didn't show this in the bedroom.
No power, Jurassic. Contessa's rerouting.
Spear gun! How long?
A few minutes before we starting.
Can't promise we get more than a few hundred meters up. Plasma's almost gone.
You got enough to get off a couple of missiles?
I've armed them for you.
Get back! Both of you, take the Rapier 7, take it 20 miles east of here to the caves. That way you'll be safe. There's gonna be a lot of explosions coming off. Come on, Blue!
God, I need a few more moments. Rerouting plasma conduit.
Empty. Close the doors, Blue!
Jurassic. Jurassic.
Not the CMTPRG! Back the power!
Blue, lift off!
Not enough power.
You humans keep us from our immortality. Your species must die.
You guys sure are ugly.
Sorry, Jurassic. I'm trying everything.
We're gonna stay here and stay safe.
I'm safe.
I'm no fucking robot.
Okay.
They're in my central core. What can I do?
Stop them!
Jurassic.
Blue? Blue, you talk to me. Blue?
be up on deck.
Get off the ship! You want to die now? You are a conniving race of cowards.
Billions of constructs are still alive because of my conniving. But there are better ways to win a war.
Thing about fishing, it's not just about patience. It's a strategy against the fish. First you have to lure them onto the hook. And then once you get him, you have to keep him. Wear him out before you bring him in. Remember that.
We will. I'm too young to have a baby.
Well, so am I.
Your ship's in good hands.
Yeah, right. Can you get Blue online?
Sorry, Captain. Her central core is intact, but we're unable to wire her back into the ship.
Contessa says
Where's that little flower?
We found a large stash of old missiles.
she's out dealing with the remains of the Nephilim.
She's got quite a temper on her.
Vector 28, phase 7. Got him locked. Fire.
You better get back.
I wish I had, I would have liked to. Oh, God, it hurts. I wish that.
Dorasi.
Blue? She's trapped in the crystal. Her consciousness is still alive. Find a way to...
With the loss of their fleet, the Nephilim Empire was left in disarray, but prejudice towards Homo sapiens would continue for years. Orlok, the construct geneticist, used Alicia's ovary collection to grow a clone of Sheetak. We felt it would be a fitting body for Blue's consciousness. Darasi would have been pleased. We traversed 2 galaxies before we came upon a new home, a birthplace for a new humanity.
May I upgrade? This is really...
Right there. Right there. Now you have that.
See that knot? It's not done. What you need to do is just listen.
Your touch stabilizer has to be all three.
Do not touch.
Alicia discovered her true calling after leaving 5 beautiful children for me to care for. She never returned to our world, but I always assumed she helped bring down the Nephilim Empire, because within a few decades, they were all dead. Alicia's sperm sample gave me a beautiful son. She never told me the identity of the donor, but I know it was Darasi. Our new home is strange, and fishing is now our way of life. We're happy here, but part of me misses Darasi. His ways were often wrong, but he was a man, and he lived as a man should. I hope my son grows up to be nothing like his father, but sometimes I hope he is just the same. I am become life, the creator of worlds. I am a machine, and I have a soul.
Humanity's End started out in 1994. I'd just written my first novel, The Journey Home, and I decided to write another story about a guy, Darasi Vorde. It was kind of more of a Battlestar Galactica type thing. They were searching for a new home, and they came across the moon drifting in space. They didn't know what it was. They'd heard about a place called Earth, and they investigated it and followed their way to the Earth. And when they got to Earth, they found out that all the Caucasian people had been ejected from the planet, maybe 1,000 years before. There was a big race war, and the Asian and the black people had kicked off the Caucasians from the Earth because the Caucasian people had created a disease that would, was specific to race. So it was kind of a anti-racism story originally.
I think it's a very well-written script, and the story is beautiful and needs to be told, and it's an interesting way that they're telling the story. My character has just a lot of, everyday people in him. He's not the normal hero that you're going to see. He doesn't want to be a hero.
Bipolar Armageddon was a much smaller, tiny film. We shot that in upstate New York. And also Nephilim, which I guess was the original start of the whole story about the Nephilim. Then Battlespace, my first big sci-fi film that I did, that was shot in Arizona. And we had a pretty small budget, and I think we originally had a huge budget, and it got cut into into almost nothing because somebody went broke at the time.
And that was really probably what I considered to be his defining breakthrough into the science fiction field. His previous films were perhaps a little more horror orientated.
We got that film done, and it started the whole adventure in space. And I guess Battlespace proved to me that I could make a science fiction film for almost no money and sell it. And some people like it, some people don't, and that's fine.
It was then that Neil decided to mount a much larger and bigger scoped film with a higher budget, and this became what we now know as Humanity's End. And this was going to be bigger and better in all ways than his previous film.
Originally, my idea was to rent a house in Palmdale in the desert outside of Los Angeles and build the set inside the house. So the entire house would basically be a spaceship, because when I was a kid, I always dreamed of building a spaceship in my own back garden. But I rented a brand new house, and unfortunately all the electrics hadn't been done, and the place was a bit of a fire hazard, and there was like dust clouds coming through because we were right in the desert. It wasn't really appropriate. So I moved out of there, moved back to Burbank, which is the real Hollywood in Los Angeles. And I rented a small apartment there, and the plan was then to basically find a warehouse or somewhere to shoot the film. We came across Laurel Canyon Stages, and they had pretty much a full spaceship set built already. So we modified that. You can see the spaceship set used in other movies. If you go compare all the films shot in Laurel Canyon Stages, you can see ours really had a great look. Obviously that's attributed to our DP, Massimiliano. He really did some amazing things. But when you rent a proper studio, of course, it's not cheap. These were pretty reasonably priced studios.
Neil decided that we needed a bedroom set for Darasi that matched the set stages at Laurel Canyon, but something that we could build ourselves and would have 24-hour access to, so that we could take our time shooting the scenes on that set. Neil flew back to Australia, probably to sell another one of his houses to finance the film a bit further. And in that week that he was away, myself and my colleague, Mr. Emmett, constructed a fully functioning set in the lounge room of Neil's apartment. We didn't exactly have permission to do this. We kind of brought all the materials in at night, sneakily up the stairs, big sort of loads of timber and tools and all sorts of stuff. And when we were constructing the set, it was summer in LA, and it was quite hot, as it does get there. And because of the sound involved in construction, we weren't actually able to open any of the windows or doors. So it was really quite hot, and we were working away, sawing and cutting and building. So, however, one night when I was spraying the entire set black, it just became so overwhelming, the cloud of paint dust, that I actually had trouble breathing and lost vision partially, just due to the smog of paint dust. Every single piece was used.
So this is a spaceship set built for how much?
$723.
That's pretty good.
Less labour. There will be no gaffer tape as major prop items in this film.
Unlike the last film.
Emmett and Blake were really the two kingpins in the whole film. They were the ones who pretty much did all the work. But, the results really were, I guess, a testament to their hard work and my supervision.
Day 9 of set construction. What appears to be our final day.
this wonderful little set that we've built. We should have some nice shots of it very soon in its completed form. It's been a labour of love, blood, sweat, and tears.
Who cried?
When you dropped the beam on my head, I almost cried. I guess without them, the film just would never have been even close to being as good. These guys saved my ass a couple of times over the years, and again on this film. The two of these guys together are like an army of 100. I was pretty proud of them and pretty thankful.
And you walk in, and it's unbelievable how it transformed into these four walls into a real live space cabin. I mean, it was really remarkable that when you walked in, you really looked at it, and it was just, how did these guys do this? It was really phenomenal. It just felt real. It was perfect.
The construction of the weapons went along quite well up until the point when I had to actually paint them all black, and due to the previous experience of painting inside the apartment, I felt it would be healthier to take them outside and paint them. But being in a residential apartment complex, this wasn't really possible without drawing undue attention. So I managed to climb up onto the roof of the complex, and that enabled me to paint the items without being seen. However, the second day of painting the guns up on the roof of the complex brought some unwanted attention in the fact that we had several, at one point, helicopters flying over, then circling back, and then they seemed to be hovering a few hundred meters above. And it was at this point I looked down on the roof and realized that I had laid out around a dozen large rifles and a half a dozen small armaments and various grenades, bombs. From a helicopter looking down, this possibly could look like some sort of militia or terrorist activity. So the helicopters tore off at great speed. It was at this point I gathered up all the weapons and basically took them down and hid them under a dumpster underneath the apartment centre, and basically went into hiding in the apartment. And it wasn't long after this that a SWAT team arrived and did a patrol around the area and were knocking on doors and stuff. This brought me back to the incident that occurred in America on the first experience with working with this type of props and hardware in the hotel where we were staying. We were doing some costume tests in the car park, and I was all dressed up in military gear and flak jacket and weapons, and that brought some undue attention. That was just a squad car or two at the time, but this recent incident in LA basically brought a fully fledged SWAT team.
Dangerous. There's guys outside the walkie-talkies watching us, management of the building, because they're wondering what we're doing. And they've gotten word of the fact that we're doing a film here. And they will close us down soon, but we kept the door locked.
The real challenge was in the Nephilim outfits, which were basically, the order was that I had to put together 4 Nephilim warriors from basically bits and pieces, leftover items from the previous films. We had all the costumes shipped over from Australia to the States, and I began work on converting all the outfits into something that looked a little more special for the film.
Blake is obviously wonderful. Seems to have anything that needs to be built or put together, he's totally got under control. I have so little talent for things like that I have an enormous amount of respect for what Blake does.
Blake has a vision. He starts with a vision. He knows what he wants. He's surrounded with tubs full of clothing and pieces of uniforms and odds and ends and bits and gadgets, and he just takes one look at you and he says, yeah, let's put this on you, we'll put this on you, we'll put this on you, there. And you think, oh, come on, and then you go take a look, and it's amazing what he puts together, and what he, I mean, this stuff here, we actually dragged a couple of people down out on the street and just pulled clothing off them and put it on me. It was great.
Mr. Blakey, oh, he has a piece of my heart. So loved Blakey. He was there every moment for me, and He wore, I don't know, 1,000 arms. He wore 1,000 hats. He did everything from dress me to make sure my costumes were on the right way and buttoned, to my props and decorating sets.
With science fiction, I've always loved, that sort of space opera fantasy stuff, but I like real character interaction. I'm not into these sort of movies that are just cops in space. I'm into something that's much more epic and grand. So when you want to undertake a film like that and you want to do it on a relatively small budget of $140,000, well, you've got to try to be a little clever with it. Because I've been a director for 22 years, I realized I knew what I was doing and I knew how I could handle a budget like this and make it work for, make it look like $1 million on the screen. So I guess that's the clever way of making movies.
I thought this was just going to be, another film that, everybody does a lot of this.
It's hard to know what to expect because obviously the budget of the movie is very small, but Neil is very committed, and the crew is very committed.
Going on location in the desert was really dusky and hot, but it was such a great experience. It felt like we were on another planet.
There were two scenes that were difficult for me. The scene out in the desert was the first scene that we shot when I was fishing. That was the most difficult scene. And that's when that's the scene that actually forced me to go into the character immediately. It was the first scene of the movie they shot. Because there were so many things going on. I'm talking to, it's not Jay Lene anymore, now I'm, Darasi Vorde, where I'm talking to a clone here and a clone there and a half-breed here, and I'm talking in my thing here, and I'm looking at a ship over there, and then I'm talking on this, hologram over here, and I have a relationship that's different with all these people, all within a few pages.
And in this case, we were heading into the Mojave Desert. There were times we were heading up into Death Valley, Red Rock Canyon, some quite exotic locations. There was some very hot days out in the desert. Logistically, the film was very difficult to mount. When you're taking a whole group of people out on location, you've got to feed them, you've got to make sure they're comfortable, you've got to have facilities for them. There was a whole support crew we had.
James Lacey, and I'd be doing makeup.
Just walk past me, guys.
The harshness of being out there without the security of having, tents around, because you couldn't put tents up because it was too windy, put us right into character. And, as Darasi, I'm a fisherman, so I'm just out there fishing. Nobody cared about that old spaceship at the back of the museum. Besides, everybody needs to make a buck.
Welcome to another day in the desert. We're here in, I don't know where the fuck we are, but it's somewhere interesting, and somewhere in California. And we have permits today. It's the first time ever I've had it's not often I have permits.
What's the worst experience you've had so far in this outfit, Todd?
I took pieces of rock out of my arm for when I took the first death in the movie. And it was awesome. It was awesome, but I tell you what, a little painful.
Air director?
Yes, sir.
How far are you bringing me up from? Like back here?
Yeah. And action.
Set here on the little canyon sound stages, the ship, it feels real. It's just gonna look amazing on film.
It was big, and you were like, wow, things are really happening. And we got to do some fun shots there, and the lighting got really interesting. And we had a lot of smoke that we had a lot of fun with.
Hey, Blue, I got a surprise for you. Ow! Oh, fuck!
Hands off, lady.
I'm a fucking robot! And Mossy, our DP, was blowing smoke, and we had a lot of jokes made out of that. They even transformed those sets because they were very raw. And these guys came in and just took them apart and just really made it believable. It went by so fast. We were just all enjoying ourselves so much.
I guess one of my favorite people of all on the set was Massimiliano, or Massi, as everyone calls him. He was our DP, and wow, let me tell you, this guy was truly a legend. I had to beg him to do the film, below his normal fee. And he was gracious enough to say yes, because he'd never done a science fiction film. I mean, the guy is, he does a lot of big movies and stuff, so you know, he was able to come on board and work with my my special digital system that I kind of put together for the movie.
I've been, as a personal endeavour, been researching and collecting other science fiction films that were shot on the same set at Laurel Canyon Stages, the spaceship interior sets that we shot on. And I can say without hesitation that every single film that I've seen, and it's around a dozen films, they were all shot on exactly the same location, do not stand up to the shots that we achieved that day. And now this has to come down obviously out to the lighting, our DP, our Steadicam operator, all the guys on the crew that made those scenes shine.
And then you compare this film, you can see how good a DP he really is, because this movie looks so good. He really understood my style of making films, and he just jumped on board. I mean, this guy was perfect in every sense. To this day, I can't believe my luck sometimes. All the good people I had on the film really means a lot to me, to have, you know, have the respect of somebody like him and have him come on board and say, yes, I'll do your film. And he brought his crew and his Steadicam people along, and I mean, they're all fantastic. You know, the guy who did the Steadicam was Italian as well, speaking a lot in Italian. It was really cool. It was a good European sort of set, shall we say.
And, you know, we have an Italian DP on the job, and you got to watch out for the Italians.
Are you behind this? Are you responsible?
No. He's the smoke machine master.
Is this your fault?
Yes. Nope. I don't know anybody. No, he needs to say, I don't speak the English now. See? I just walked by. And it's a bunch of crazy people.
You're a pedestrian?
Yes. I just got lost. I was asking for the right way to go back home.
And where are you now?
I don't know yet. I didn't figure out.
Do you know where the train station is?
I think it's, yeah, on the left.
Get off my set.
Very good, young one. That's what I've been trying to do. But they keep pushing me back.
Yes. Correct. Correct.
See? I came on set, and it was a real quick scene where I come in and Deraci's having his moment with Alicia, and I'm doing everything, and I just come back from Mars, and I have all this stuff in my hands, and I hear them, and it's just a second. But when I got to film that, it was just me and Neil and the DP. And I come on set, and I think it was a moment before something emotional happened. I don't know, but I walked on set and I saw the two of them. And he was speaking Italian. And I started crying. And they were discussing the scene. And then the DP starts going like this. He goes, what did I do? You know, he thought he did something. And I go, no. I said, you sound so beautiful. I said, you're making me cry. And it was just a very fun, you know, it was very an emotional moment. Just because this is in short how it felt to work with this group. I mean, it just brought so much out of me, so much emotion, so much love.
Capito, Andrea? Quindi parti un po' più vicino lì, quando vai indietro te la tieni, ti tieni il margine della cabina, non svolgi. E poi le pentusci la vita. Sì, prego. I hope, you know, like an Italian didn't do anything to you. Like, yeah, I hope it's something.
No, I love
nice.
my father.
Oh,
Maybe
good.
that's why. Oh,
Oh,
God,
that's
okay. Wow. Sorry, Neil.
It's okay, it was nice, we appreciate it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's an ex-military guy. You know, he was kicked out of the military, and now he's kind of just rolling around the universe. The ship that he flies is called the Blue Whale, and he stole it from a museum, although he tells people he didn't.
Jay Lene, who played Deraci Vorde. I mean, we had a lot of good choices for Deraci, but he just brought the comedic element into the film.
Deraci, I really felt, I felt so strongly about Jay. We saw many different Deracis. In fact, I think we saw the most actors for that role being the leading man. He had the look, he had the attitude, he had the presence.
I mean, he was just such a dream to work with. Everybody enjoyed him on set. You know, I highly recommend any producers or directors to take this guy. He's got star value written all over him.
I mean, it's a very serious role and it's quite a journey for him, but we felt there needed to be just that little bit of humour in there to keep the humanity of it. And Jay really nailed that, and I was so pleased to be able to give Jay the call and let him know that he'd been cast, because I had backed him the whole way. He really held the production together. You know, he had some, when times were tough, he was able to make the crew laugh. He made everyone feel at ease, and he was just a real consummate professional. And I couldn't imagine the film or the role without anyone else but Jay.
He gets pulled into a situation like, you know, like we all do in life, where you didn't know you were going to be here. And now you either step up or you step down. I don't want to overanalyze a simple man. I just don't. I want to make him as simple as the parts of me that are simple. I ate a lot of donuts to prepare, you know, because he's not the normal Han Solo, really in good shape kind of hero. He's not preparing to be the hero. He's just a guy that gets pulled into a normal situation. It's like the heavy guy that's walking home from work one day and he sees a burning building. He doesn't want to go in there. He hasn't been preparing for it, but he goes in there and he maybe saves a few people. And I had gone to the director and I said, you know, you've got the F-bomb running all throughout the script, and it's almost like in 2800, that's the way they talk. They use the F word as if it was a second language. Why don't we show my bare ass? You know what that means? And he was like, okay. I said, I just think it's funny is that he's a guy that just kind of lets it all hang out, that he would walk in to the captain's deck and, you know, be in a sheet and maybe turn around and, you know, you would see his full ass. And he was like, oh, he's the kind of director that just goes with that.
We have one more, please.
Huh?
We have one more preview.
Huh? Yeah, I just want to make sure you guys take me serious as captain here.
I just had to confirm that rumor. You do have a tight ass.
I do have a tight ass.
That's a golf clap.
You know what that is? That's 40 years of ice cream. The scene when I died at the end, you know, what I had racing through my head at that time was that, you know, I'll never fish again and I'll never see my kids again, and because I love to fish myself. That was a hard scene to get through without just full-blown crying, but DeRossi wouldn't do that. So it was hard for me to keep it in. And that's the texture of that script.
Rochelle Balise, who played Contessa. Now, to be honest, I thought there'd be 1,000 choices for Contessa, but there was just one. She came in and she was perfect, and nobody else just had the right vibe for what I wanted. There were some good actors who came in, but Rochelle, I guess, she was it. She was the only choice I had. I mean, it was a no-brainer.
How are you?
Sorry, I just had to fucking come out. Whatever happens, happens, right? You know? But I feel great.
Contessa was a very, very tricky role to cast because we needed someone of a certain, someone with certain acting chops. They needed to be able to play a robot who didn't know they were a robot. They needed to bring some humanity to the role. We saw a lot of actresses from ex-strippers way up to more mature actresses who had long careers. No one felt quite right. There was a few people that we thought they could have possibly pulled off the part. We brought them in to read with Jay. They didn't quite have the chemistry that we were looking for. It was Rochelle who walked in on, I think, the last day of casting. And again, I had a feeling just about her look that she could possibly be right for the part. And I do remember running down the corridor to Neil just before I brought her through and saying, Neil, I think you should really take notice of this next one. I think this could be her.
Is this the most emotional you've ever been acting?
Hey, where's my papa? Papa!
No, but yes. Yeah. It was great for me because I got to have a little taste of everything. I got to have an emotional journey, which was really fun for me to show a tough side. I really enjoyed that.
The character I play is a clone, number 387 of a relatively unsuccessful clone series.
Will, who played Sorgon, he wasn't even scheduled to come in for the casting. He just turned up, and a friend of a friend.
No way, Captain. Not at this speed. No, we're not entering at this speed.
You have to time it perfect.
You trust me on this? I'm willing.
He was able to bring another dimension to the role that I guess we didn't expect to have.
It was always my goal to do a science fiction film, and if it meant I had to shave my head to do it, by God, I was willing.
I think people really identified with his character for some reason. I was very surprised at that.
Kind of a natural yarmulke I could grow.
He played it so well that people really empathized with the character, and I mean that's a testament to a great actor. He's also a famous disc jockey radio personality in San Diego.
But Tanner's not playing the last man.
No.
He's playing a sort of a hybrid clone, so he's actually not playing a man in this.
No.
Which is rather fitting, I thought.
Sorgon has been altered to be slightly less manly, as all clones are when they hit puberty. You have a lot of duos where you have a sidekick who kind of supports the superhero in a way, and this is similar to that. Only Sorgon is blatantly disrespected. He's a bit bumbling, and you never quite know where his motivations lie. Although he seems loyal to the captain, there are a few twists and turns.
Cynthia Ikes, who played Alicia, now she was one of the last people we cast in the film, and I saw her at some acting recital, and she was really good, and she really brought a seriousness to the role, you know, which was nice. She has those beautiful eyes that you just get lost in.
Again, a slightly difficult role because we needed someone young, but we needed someone not totally unaware of what was going on.
I really connect to Alicia. There's so many different layers of Alicia. There's vulnerability, there's humor. I felt that it was a juicy role, and it was good for me, and Neil obviously felt the same way. Instead of going into it thinking, well, Alicia's got to save all of humanity, it's basically like a metaphor, as in, you know, saving myself in a way, and that's how I kind of dove into it. And so, you know, Alicia has many different layers, as does, you know, most people. She, you know, is very vulnerable, has been through a lot. I basically prepared by using as-ifs. If this was a certain situation that was going on in my life, how would I act as if this were the case? So it was very fun to prepare for this role, and I connected with it quite immediately, actually.
Kari, who played Gorlock, and you know, a true professional in every sense of the word. She was just so good to have on set.
Well, I am Gorlock, and I am a construct. So basically what that means is that many centuries ago I was possibly a human being, is the rumor. But then we had DNA injected into us to make us higher evolved. So if you look at it that way, I am a higher evolved human being. I think, obviously, I'm a great person who is fighting for my people. I've done many things in the past that I regret, but I am also really on a mission to save the constructs. And I've saved billions and billions of lives. Sci-fi and creating a whole world, you can really go with your imagination. So it's not like any other type of acting job where it's basically a whole made-up world. So how do we justify when we're talking and we don't even necessarily know what we're talking about, when we're having a different language that doesn't exist? So it's been interesting to work on that and to make it make sense to myself. So just doing the normal acting research, but it's on, you know, in different galaxies.
Hey. Stop! Stop it! 1, 2, 3, 4, I declare one more!
We love each other.
We love each other with Hollywood.
He looks like that and he's still doing it.
Like that, huh?
Yes, I am.
Okay, you want me like this?
Yeah, no gay voices.
Okay, no.
The guy who played the Destroyer, he suffered a lot for the film.
And out, get out, out. Action 2.
James was a really nice guy, who had good makeup people, who wanted to experiment. That was the thing, everyone collaborated on the movie and everyone wanted to experiment and try something new and different. So I guess that was our feeling for the film, was to do something special.
This is Peter. She's playing Shutak and the Blue Whale.
Apologies for being late.
Shutak, Peter has the most wonderful voice. She's also a professional voiceover person.
Peter Johnson was another one. She was the voice of the Blue Whale and also acted in the film as Shutak. And, you know, I thought that was kind of a cool thing to have her on board. And then, for those people who don't know that, she actually has an Australian accent, and she was able to disguise her accent for the movie, and that was very cool in my books.
The acting technique that I use has a lot of imagination work, so I obviously went back, watched the previous movie. I guess there's a couple of previous movies, but the one that was most recently in this universe called Battle Space, which involves the race of the constructs, which is what I am. And so I got a better idea of where they come from, what their motives used to be. This is obviously, I think, 500 years after Battle Space, but the constructs still exist and they still have a lot of the same problems. So that was a place to start. And then, of course, I had to imagine my own existence prior to this point, how I've come to know the Nephilim, probably through diplomatic negotiations and such things, and how we've decided to turn on the humans, basically, and wipe them out. So trying to get this imagined back history in my mind is sort of where it began. I guess the most striking thing for me walking into the interview was just seeing Neil there in his full rock star glory. And I was thinking, this is pretty much the coolest guy I've ever seen in a casting situation. Most casting directors are not exactly fashionable, so it was kind of a shock, but it was a pleasant surprise when I walked into.
He's actually a really good director. There's a couple of days that there were scenes that I felt like I understood, and just a little tidbit of information that he gave to me, I felt like I grew. Because you're supposed to enjoy the process when you're doing this, and this has been the most fun that I've had out of, since I've been back, like 26 films.
He is a dream director. He really understands the actor. He knows how to communicate to the actor. He knows exactly the perfect balance of what to say and how to let the actor still have, some sort of creative control.
True story, best crew I've ever worked with, best director I've ever worked with. In fact, I'm going to kiss everybody on the mouth when I leave this project.
I really did traverse galaxies, really, because working with him, you don't need a spaceship.
I've been on many, many, many sets, and Neil really knows how to just run it. Everybody here is so happy to be here, and he's just a joy to work with.
Neil is great to work with because he's so enthusiastic about what he's doing. It's obvious that he's having a great time, and he just encourages you to have a great time.
It's the best experience, and I hope we get to work together again. It's been fantastic. And the great thing about working with Neil is he knows when to direct and when to pull back and let things just create. And the good thing is he's letting me like improv a little bit here and there. In fact, he encourages it.
Very, very talented, and seems to know exactly what he wants and has a clear vision of what it is that he wants. And I'm really, I feel fortunate to be working with him.
Neil is amazing to work with for a few reasons. I worked with a lot of directors, and the thing about Neil is he gets both aspects of, a lot of directors are very technical, but maybe not so savvy when it comes to the acting craft itself. Some directors come from an acting background, and they don't always know what they want as far as getting a shot. And Neil knows it all. He's extremely multi-talented himself, and he's very generous to the actors as well, in that he understands what it is to try and find those moments on camera. And he guides, he gets what he wants, without pulling you out of the moment. And he's very, very good at that. I think he has a huge. I mean, I know he's done a lot of directing, but he's only begun to do what he's capable of. He's actually amazing on set.
Okay, I'm going to tell you just a few simple things. It was fun and it was free. Neil didn't bog you down with directing you or over-directing you. He gave you such a freedom to allow you to explore whatever it is you wanted to explore. And then together, we all shaped it. And it was really quite phenomenal how that happened. So it was like magic.
There was the whole shooting day where he wore no pants, which was odd. He didn't look bad in a little skirt. But, listen, he's a creative guy and he wants to do things his way. That's all right.
This film was made with the belief that good filmmaking is made from the heart, and I hope people can see the difference between a film like this and some of the other low-budget science fiction films that are just done for money. This wasn't done for money. This was done because we wanted to make something that was special. I guess I wanted to make the type of film that I want to see, and that often is not made. Science fiction is very much an evolving subject, and I like to see things in outer space. I like to see people relating to each other and having adventures, and I like to see where humanity is going. So we took a lot of risks and tried to do something a little different. If you watch this film a second time, will it teach you something? People get a lot out of the movie when they watch it a second and third time. That's what I like about this movie. It's more. There's more layers to this film than what it appears to be. It's not a shoot 'em up type movie. It's not a cop in space who's trying to hunt the killer on the spaceship.
Humanity's end. Extinction is inevitable.
The cool thing was one of my favorite people in the world, Uta Ehrenberg. She basically brought in her ex-husband, Nettie John Cross. For those who don't know who Nettie John Cross is, he's one of the big rock stars from Europe.
Nettie's talent comes from when he was young. I think it was instilled into him as a 6-year-old boy. His parents, I think, were forcing him to make music. His mother and father were just into the classical world, and from this point, he stepped out towards the rock and the heavy metal side of things. But his roots were always classic, and so it was great that I could sort of bring him this project. And it basically brings him back to his childhood, I think, a little bit.
Bin mit 7, habe angefangen Klavier zu spielen, habe 10 Jahre Musikschule. Meine Mutter ist Opernsängerin. Ich bin aufgewachsen in so einer Familie, die klassische Musik macht eigentlich. Und für mich ist das eigentlich nicht schwer, sowas zu machen, auch wenn es schwer klingt.
I first met Nettie and it was strange. The first time I met him, it was we just connected in a second. And I don't connect with many people. I was a big fan of his music, actually. It was more, hard rock, sort of heavy metal stuff. And then sometimes it was more like the big Disney music and stuff. But it was always commercial music with singing and stuff you hear on the radio. And he sort of, not pushed me, but he kind of kept saying, I should do the music for your movie. And Uta, his ex-wife, who's his manager, she kept saying, oh no, he would be perfect. And I thought, he does rock music, why should he do this?
Ute Ehrenberg hat, auch meine Managerin, hat mir das sehr gut vermittelt. Das ist das Resultat von dem.
And then it just came to the point, she says, oh, really, just try him. I said, okay, I'll try him. We'll see what we get. And, I've worked with some really good composers on my other films, but my God.
Es ist eine perfekte Entscheidung. Ich bin sehr glücklich, mit Neil Johnson zusammenzuarbeiten. Es macht mir einen riesengroßen Spaß. Es ist sehr professionell, die Arbeit. Und ja, das Gefühl ist bei mir total auf einem hohen Level und bin sehr glücklich. Also ich gebe auch alles. ist eine gute Chemie, mit ihm zusammenzuarbeiten.
I had expectations maybe of about this level, but in reality it was here.
Too much, ja, zu viel eigentlich. Ich wollte in den Film eigentlich viele verschiedene Parts einbringen, musikalische Parts einbringen. Ich wollte eigentlich eine Tiefe drin haben, eine sehr, sehr, sehr weite Tiefe. Da auch der Film sehr, sehr viel Tragik hat. Der Film hat eine sehr große Weite, zwecks wegen dem Universum, logischerweise. Es sind Kampfszenen, Kriegsszenen, es sind Todesszenen und Liebesszenen. Also die Musik für den Film zu machen, war ein Riesenanreiz für mich, da wirklich alles drin ist in dem Film. Und das ist perfekt eigentlich für einen guten Komponisten oder für einen Komponisten, der sowas machen will.
The problem I had was when he did the music, the film visually looked a certain way, and he did the music in a special way, and it just made the movie look so big. So I had to change half the effects, and I made more shots, and I ended up making the movie much bigger in a visual scale because the music was so big. I had to lift the rest of the film up to this level. It's emotional. It carries the feeling and the heart of the characters in the film.
Das ist sehr schwer. Ich habe für jeden Song eigentlich verschiedene Emotionen. Rochelle's Song hat mich eigentlich die Schauspielerin total begeistert, um ehrlich zu sein. Ich wollte ihr unbedingt einen starken Song geben, weil sie sehr, sehr stark spielt. Und ja, ich habe mir das Bild angeguckt und habe einfach drauf losgespielt. Einfach mit Klavier, so habe ich den Song angefangen und ja, das ist dabei rausgekommen. Einfach nur ein Gefühl.
Got one of the most famous opera singers in Bulgaria to come in, and she did an amazing job. Uta, his ex-wife, she'd been there when I was writing the film, she'd been there on the shoot, she was also there during the post-production, and then she sung on the soundtrack as well, and you can hear her voice so many times, and it's really special. It really created a mood in the film. She was on set every day and was even doing up people's hair and doing all sorts of little things on set.
Are you getting all this on camera?
You like it, huh?
I like it.
I know.
You're all of a sudden my favorite hairstylist.
And then in post-production was invaluable with the feedback and even, as I said, with the music, helping compose the music and get the music produced.
Ich möchte noch einige Worte sagen zu Utes Stimme, die ich super, super gerne einsetze. Also ich glaube, das ist die schönste, sanfteste Stimme, die es auf der Welt gibt. Für bestimmte, sehr sanfte, schöne Stellen gibt es nur eine Stimme, das ist Utes Stimme. Ich habe Mira, die Opernstimme, für Chöre, für die Bombast-Sachen eingesetzt, aber Utes Stimme ist wie ein kleiner Engel. Der fliegt und fliegt und fliegt und deine Fantasie anspornt, um zu überlegen und wie ein Vogel zu fliegen. Ja, also die Chöre sind verrückt, die Chöre sind riesig. Neil ist zu mir gekommen und hat mir von Hellraiser die Musik gegeben und sagt, so möchte ich das. Und wo ich das erste Mal den Hellraiser oder Hellbound, den Song gehört habe, habe ich mich an den Kopf gefasst. Da habe ich gesagt, wow, fuck. Ist sehr, sehr groß. Ja, dann haben wir die Chöre versucht, wir haben die Strings aufgenommen, alles und also die Chöre sind zu zweit gesungen. Klingen riesig fett. Mira und ich. Ich habe 20 Mal eingesungen, Mira hat 20 Mal eingesungen. Das ist sehr viel Arbeit.
There's a real big advantage to working in Bulgaria. I mean, Neddy is German, but he's based in Bulgaria at the moment, and his studio is here. And it's great, he can just call up someone and say, I need a violinist, I need an opera singer, and they're here within a couple of hours. And these are world-class musicians. I mean, I've worked with orchestras and choirs in Germany, and they're pretty good, but here, they're really good, and they're fast, and they're precise, and there's no bullshit. They just go straight to the point, they just play, and that's it, and it's so emotional. and it's not like it comes out of a machine or anything. These people, when they play and they perform, it's from the heart. I think one of my other favorite bits is when we have Uta's voice in there many times. For some reason, she's got this voice that just breaks through the music, and you can always hear her in the voice, and she has this low to middle harmony that just comes through. You've got the high opera voice, but then she comes in and it just gives us this texture.
Aber in Bulgarien oder besser gesagt in meiner Stadt, wo ich das Tonstudio habe, ist ein gutes Symphonieorchester und ich habe die Musiker schnell zur Hand. Also ich brauche wirklich, wenn ich abends sitze und den Song einspiele auf dem Keyboard, brauche ich den nächsten Tag die Leute, die kommen und das sofort einspielen. Ich habe keine Zeit zu warten. Und deshalb habe ich hier auch das Studio gemacht. Ich habe die Leute schnell zur Hand. Es geht von einem Tag zum nächsten. Um Filmmusik zu machen, muss man sehr schnell sein. Man hat unheimlichen Zeitdruck. Man muss wirklich sehr professionell arbeiten, sehr schnell arbeiten.
My favorite piece was with Rochelle, the actress, playing Contessa. And you can just see, the music tells you what she's thinking.
Wo ich den Song gespielt habe und ich habe die Szene gesehen, sind mir selbst die Tränen gekommen. Also es ist selten, es passiert eigentlich wirklich selten. Aber bei dem Song hat es mich eigentlich gut getroffen. Ja. Ein Komponist erzählt eigentlich, er kann nicht erzählen, wie und was er schreibt. Es ist eine ganz bestimmte Art, wie man was schreibt. Erklären, schwierig, es ist wirklich schwierig. Man setzt sich hin und schreibt. Man hat's oder man hat's nicht. Fertig. Ja, ich wollte unbedingt was sehr Besonderes machen. Durassi ist gestorben und dann, er fliegt dann irgendwie, die Seele fliegt und oh Gott, es ist zu viel, es ist wirklich viel. Er stirbt und die letzte Endmusik, so dass die Seele hochfliegt und dann das Raumschiff fliegt und man sieht das Kreuz, ja, es ist alles irgendwie zusammen, man kann es nicht erklären. Und das Kind nachher am Strand wollte ich unbedingt eigentlich was sehr, sehr Eigenständiges machen. Also es musste eigentlich sehr, sehr klein sein, aber sehr stark trotzdem. Mit der Stimme ist mir das eigentlich sehr gut gelungen, mit dem Klavier davor.
The composers I've worked with in the past were really, really good. But Nettie has just gone beyond everything. Everything I expected, and I never knew this much talent existed. In one person, and he's just a freak for this. You can't stop him. I understand that because I guess I'm the same way with my films and my ideas, but the difference between him and I is that he has a talent.
Es ist ganz komisch bei mir, wie ich Songs schreibe. Ich glaube, es ist bei jedem unterschiedlich. Es ist menschlich halt. Ich gehe gerne zu Fuß von zu Hause bis zum Studio. Und in den 10, 15 Minuten, wo ich zu Fuß von zu Hause zum Studio gegangen bin, ist mir das Lied eingefallen. Ich habe mir das gesungen. Dann bin ich ins Studio gekommen, habe das in einer Stunde eingespielt. Am nächsten Tag habe ich die Leute gerufen und schon war der Song fertig. Binnen 2, 3 Tage hatte ich einen riesen Song fertig. Das ist dann drin, das kommt. Manchmal habe ich eine Welle, wo ich 5 Songs oder 5 Parts am Tag komponieren kann. Manchmal halt nur einen oder so, aber eigentlich fließt es bei mir immer. Ich habe sehr viele Ideen momentan. Ich hoffe, das bleibt auch so.
And you hear this in the music. You can hear that somebody who made the music really cares about the music. And I mean, I'm still floored to this day. I can't get the music out of my head. And this is the problem. I understand when he says to me, I wake up, I hear the music. I'm eating breakfast or lunch, I'm hearing the music all the time. I'm having sex, I hear the music. I get this because now I've heard the music. It's in my head as well. It doesn't go away. It stays with you. And I think that's the great thing about this is that, okay, my film's of a certain level, but this music is so good that it forces you to stay with the film and you have to watch it over and over again and the music will just bring everything to life.
They used to perform together, did a few albums,
and they donated one of the songs for the end of the film, which was really nice. You can see Nettie singing, and you can even see Uta doing some of the harmonies, which is really special for me because it's two people who are really important in my life and were able to really contribute, I guess, to the movie. So.
Walk through the silence, dark is the night. With wind in my face, I search for the light, counting the stars and hiding my tears, longing for someone to take away my fears. Nightingale, come sing with me. My heart is full of pain, but I know the morning comes, the sun will rise again. Far, far away, thousands of light years, I'm far away, crying alone. Far, far away, more than a lifetime. One day I know I'm coming home. Painful and empty, I'm too blind to see. Where will I go? What's my destiny? Vision of dreams, I hope they'll come true. Can't find the answer, I'm feeling blue. Nightingale, come sing with me. My heart is full of pain, but I know the morning comes, the sun will rise again. Far, far away, thousands of light years, I'm far away, crying alone. Far, far away, more than a lifetime. One day I know I'm coming home. Far, far away, thousands of light years. Far, far away, crying alone. Far, far away, more than a lifetime. One day I know I'm coming Walk through the silence, dark is the night. With wind in my face, I search for the light, counting the stars. Nightingale, come sing